Good morning. Welcome to Courageous Conversations. How's everybody doing? I'm going to just straighten this out a tiny bit. Oh yeah, there we go. How's everybody doing? Bit of a whirlwind going on for me. Let me know you're here when you're here, because I'd love to do some communicating with folks, and I'd love to just just have a little conversation, as well as let you know some of the stuff that's been going on. And the thing is that there's this moment whereby, hey Marcos, thanks for joining. Stacy, hi, how's it going? Hi Scott. I'm just wanting to really share some of the experiences I'm having as things kind of move in a really great direction for me. And what's that about? What is that when you stop hiding yourself, when you start putting yourself out there? Hey Tamara, what starts to happen to you emotionally? What starts to happen when you stop dimming your light? And so many of us are conditioned to dim our lights, to hide. I know that I, despite my personality, had a major messaging to settle down, stop being so dramatic, stop putting it out there. You know, a proper lady is more demure, all of these things. So I'm just going to do a little bit of sharing. Hey Ryan, nice to see you. Always love your wisdom. So I'm just going to do a tiny bit of sharing so that, we sort of get a little bit of we're all in this together, shall we say. So if this resonates, if this messaging resonates, certainly share it on with your people. But Courageous Conversations, this is a time to share if you're feeling this resonates for you. But I wanted to just give you a little bit of a snippet of some of the stuff that I may be going through and you may be going through, as the universe calls us to be much more public, much more part of a bigger conversation. And I feel that, hi Nadia, beautiful Nadia, who has inspired me so much. Talk about not dimming your light. Eh, Nadia? You just put it out there. You're so brave on so many levels. And then the miracles that happen, the power of focus. I'll tell you guys a little bit about that. I'm just doing a tiny bit of sharing, so I want to have everyone in on the journey with us. So I'm just going to do that right now, and I'm almost there. Okay, so done a little bit of sharing. So let's just talk a little bit about what the experience of, firstly, the calling to be less private, less, it's not easy. Not going to lie, it's not an easy thing. I did a lot of hiding. After my acting career about 30 years ago, I had some really interesting experiences around being quite public. And then I sort of went, I've had a various experience of being very public and then experiencing oh God, an onslaught of energy, whether it be criticism, whether it be people being body shaming, whether it be these kinds of experiences. And then I go into hiding. I go into protection mode. Or I've had, really viral videos before. Hey, Linda, nice to see you. Viral videos where, one of my videos on my YouTube channel, Courageous Conversations, it's called Narcissistic Parent Collateral Damage, in which I'm responding to a viewer question. That thing went to 150,000 views in a couple of days. And the onslaught of people coming at me, I just went, I can't handle it. I can't handle it. It's too much. I just wasn't ready. This was back in 2002, that kind of thing. I just was like, I can't handle it. And so I went about the business of just going into my practice, one-on-one, writing my 2 books, just doing very mild social media, but more from a professional distance. Never sort of really, speaking from my own vulnerable truthing, my own wounds, my own vulnerabilities. Yet when I started to do that, that's when the connections really started to happen, and when the information I was putting out was really landing and hitting and continue. But that only started when I started Courageous Conversations, when I started to say, okay, F it, I'm putting it out there. Hey, Katie. And that happened only literally a couple of years ago. If that, maybe a year and a half ago, maybe a couple of years ago. And my experience was having done a ton of work on myself to be so effing grounded, to be so right in my being, where even when shit came at me, hey Linda, even when stuff was coming at me, and stuff is coming at me. Let me tell my video that I competed in Speaker Slam in April, that went viral-ish. It's gotten kind of viral with power positivity, 121,000 in under a week. That's pretty amazing. So people are sort of resonating with the information. I mean, people go much more viral than that, but it's kind of nice to have, you know, bunch of people, a lot of people who wanna experience, you know, my journey with infertility, my 8-year journey, and I've got a comedic style about me, so I deliver it in a sort of funny way, and tragic and funny, but then big life lesson. So that has gone big, and then the onslaught of commentary. It's funny how we sometimes only focus on negative comments, but there were tons of really positive gratitude comments. However, the stuff that I've been protecting myself from, the stuff I just didn't think I had it in me to be able to handle, the body shaming, the criticism, the crappy trolling remarks about me, my being, my whatever. I just was like, F it. I don't give it. Like, I literally felt like the work I've done on myself, both therapeutically, spiritually, energetically, physically, all of that has landed with the pleasant surprise of Teflon, don't care. Teflon. Not that I don't care about people, because I care profoundly about people. But it became, I don't care about the negative commentary. That used to wound me. That used to really stop me, get me depressed, get me thinking, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And then I realized I'm doing this because I'm interested in impacting the planet with my reason for being, my raison d'être, my reason for being, which is to stop multi-generational, interrupt multi-generational family BS. That's my reason for doing the work that I do, and I do it in various ways. And to me, when we learn how to stop dimming our light, which, by the way, tonight, I'm going to be facilitating some brand new beta testing, some brand new material at a live workshop. I will put the, if someone has the link to my Eventbrite, put it in the comments so people can, it's super like, almost like giving it away kind of thing, because I'm literally beta testing and I want some feedback because I want it to be a bigger program. But we're just beginning, I'm just beginning with that new information. I stopped dimming my light and I realized, wow, I'm ready for whatever comes at me in that regard. I feel like I've become as grounded as I possibly can be, but there's always room for more, as I possibly can be. And I'm ready for using my personality full on. Hey, Ann. Hi, Susan. Using my personality full on for the benefit of the planet in many ways. But not as obsessed with, do they like me, don't they like me, right, Linda? You just said I needed to be liked, exactly. And Ryan Radin says, sometimes you have to lay low and establish your roots, darn right, so that when you're ready to bloom and flower, your roots can keep strong and grounded to handle the strong winds that come at you, whether they are positive or negative. Ryan, whoo, you just speak in the poetry, man. You really do, you do, always. You need to be writing books, poems, etc., because you're very, very good at it. But it's true, I needed to really get those roots deep. And I feel like, it's just the beginning. I feel like I've got now, I've always had so much material. I am the content creation queen. I've done so many things. But what I've been interested in, and James Ertz said it to me, are you ready for one-to-many? And at the time when he said it, I wasn't. I was ready for one-to-one and one-to-some. But now I'm ready to really go one-to-many, to use my personality and my knowledge, which is a quarter of a century in, let's face it. I know I don't look old, but you know what I mean. I've been at this for 25 years, and I feel like I'm really ready for what's happening, which is people are resonating with the work, and I'm ready to just put it out there and stop dimming my light. And what I'm now wanting to teach is what I have really gathered and garnered from the work that I do, so that you can stop dimming your light. Because I feel like we're at an accelerated moment on the planet. We are at an accelerated moment in the universe. And I am telling you that acceleration is pulling us, pushing us, saying, yeah, man, let's go. Let's put it out there. Let's shine a light in such a way that is so profound, that is so massive, that is so overwhelmingly positive that the other stuff just doesn't have a chance. And that is what I'm really talking about. And hello, Janine, La Rochelle, Good morning, beautiful to you. And I'm so glad that you're here because you're just such a lovely, shiny light. How's it going with the bebe, the new baby on the way? Anyways, so I feel like this is the opportunity right now. And if I can inspire people to understand that, listen, I have told myself a story. I have told myself a story that I've been able to heal in so many profound ways, which I'm so surprised that I've been able to heal it. Because I honestly did believe, really not a word of a lie, that I would probably be always more in trying to hide. I always thought, well, I'm always going to have a piece of me that's uncomfortable going out there. But yet I would have this massive fight with me but you have this personality, Victoria, that the universe, that God, whatever, however you want to put it, gave you, that you're born with, that has always been a trigger for many people. It's why I was bullied when I was a kid. It was shut up, don't, calm yourself. Don't, I was the woman with the girl with the hand in the air. I know the answer. I'll help. I'll do. So people were like turned off by that. So I've been able to rein that in somewhat and really channel it. And I was shut down both, in the childhood, in the family, and shut down in the schoolyard, and shut down just ubiquitously. And I feel like now I'm no longer interested in shutting down. And thanks, Chris, for joining us. And Nadia says, agree, time for everyone to shine. Our world needs it. Our survival might depend on it. Nadia, F it. That is what I feel. That is what I feel, Nadia. I feel that there's, I don't know, maybe it's the planet Saturn that's gone direct after being sort of retrograde in a while. I hobbyist. I dabble a little bit in astrology and I love it. I'm not a pro at it at all, but I do know that the planet Saturn is moving direct right now, which gives us all this urgency to get it together and put it out there and really focus. Really focus. So if you're feeling that pressure I got to put it out there. I need to share my gifts. I need to share what is in me. This is the moment. And I agree, Nadia. This is like our survival depends on it. And I don't like to be as fatalistic as that, but I do feel like there is a reason. And for this decision that I've made quite organically to just like compete at Speaker Slam, put my videos out through Courageous Conversations, risk being rejected, risk being criticized and body shamed. Oh yes, every woman wants to be body shamed. I know I don't, but what the hell? People are going to do what they're going to do. Fat, ugly, whatever, wah. Who cares? Your opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. The only one that matters is the one that lives within you, and have you grounded yourself. And not only that, tonight I'm going to share the new material at the Stop Dimming Your Light, 2 hours, 7:30 to 9:30, pretty quick. It's pretty quick. And let me see if I can put the Eventbrite one here. Because what I'm going to share is some really solid techniques, basically, with everybody that's in the room. That is, here it is. I'm just going to add it here. There you go. And if you know someone who's interested in having their light not be dimmed as much and having their light be, I have some solid techniques that are easy, but they change neural pathways. They disrupt the regular thinking that keeps you in the gremlin of insecurity that deprives the planet of your light, which I feel we are selfish when we do that. Not selfish in a good way, selfish in a way that is literally depriving the planet of the benefit of the knowledge and of the gift that you have to give. And that is, I guess, what I am really talking about here. Thank you, Caroline. But it's not just me shine on, it's you shine on, it's all of us shine on. And I hope that is something that is hitting hard for people, because at this moment, there is no... Linda, do you like that one? It's not mine. I took it from a comedian. But I love it. I love that opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. And everyone wants to sort of say, oh, this and that, and this and that, and you should be this, and you should be that, and, oh, why are you saying this, and why did you say that? You know what? People are going to always do that. But if you're grounded, solid, and you have a set of tools, which I want to teach, and I want to talk about, to interrupt the thinking that says hide, be afraid, like people have anxiety with that, crippling anxiety, social anxiety. I want to teach a couple of things that I have learned for myself, frankly, from myself, you know. And I walk the talk mercilessly. I literally, every single thing I teach is because I myself have gone through that cave, that mountain. And I like to be the person with the lantern in my hand leading us out of the cave because I've been there. And so I'm like, I got the map here, folks. Let's go. And so, you know, if you want to come out of the cave, if you want to come out of that darkness, I'm ready to show you. And so it's going to be a larger program, but I'm beta testing it tonight, and then I'm going to do it again in January. From the beta test, we're going to have a nice, bigger platform for that, and then I want to sort of really widen the platform so that it's a program. And that's sort of where I'm going with all of this. And it just resonates hard. It really, really resonates hard. So I'm keeping this short today because I got a busy day, going to the office, and then I'm going to do the event, and then I've got all these other things I need to do. So yes, it's like a multi-pronged approach, life. But I want just to remind you to understand that it's possible that if you're living in hiding, and if you're feeling insecure, and if you're feeling like you don't have what to offer, there are things that you can actually do to shift out of that so that you start to really, I mean, really benefit the planet. You know. And yeah, Nadia, January, we're going to be doing, it's going to change lives. We're doing this Stop Dimming Your Light a little larger than my little event tonight, you know, which is not that little. We've got a lot of people already. We got about 30 people. So it's like, come on, let's have a few more in the room because it's going to be really cool. But as I said, I'm beta testing, so it's super inexpensive price because we're just beginning. I'm gathering some information from people. And then January, we're going for a little larger and more, you know, a more solid chunk of amazing information that I will have worked on and troubleshooted, and then it's going to be a bigger program. So thanks, Linda. She says that makes you special, Victoria. Well, we're all special, I think. I have to tell you, you were in my dream last night. Wonder what that means. Tell me about your dream. But we're all special. I mean, I really feel like anyone who's walking the path of the light right now, and I mean that in a non-religious way. I'm half Catholic, half Jewish, mostly Buddhist, henceforth not religious, mostly spiritual. But right into God and universe and all that stuff, and you know, and quantum physics. So many of us are at the forefront, I believe, of a massive wave. I listen to Matt Kahn, K-A-H-N. I love Matt Kahn. He inspires me because he talks about this feeling many of us have, to really shine, to not just to be egocentric, but shine to benefit the planet, because it's so important right now, given everything that's going on the planet. Okay? Okay, so hopefully we'll see you tonight, and stay in touch with me. Let me know you're interested in some of this work, and we will talk to you next Wednesday. Another courageous conversation. We will continue these amazing conversations that are going to amp up in sharing unbelievably fantastic material with you, and all under the banner of Stop Dimming Your Light. Whoa! All right, have an amazing day. Many blessings to you. Keep being courageous with yourself, having courageous conversations with yourself and with others, you know, speaking your truth. Speak your truth, okay? And I'm just so excited for tonight, and I'm excited for the journey to deepen and lighten and all of those things. Beautiful, beautiful souls. Have a beautiful, shiny day. All right, take care, everyone.